So I'm going to be hammering this James Wan stealing my story crap. Universal Pictures, James Wan stole my story. Dead Silence was written by me. I'm going to hammer it home because someone thumbed me down on it. So that tells me right there, they're not happy. They don't like that. But James Wan got credit for my story for already 12 years. He got paid on the money. He got paid money for it. I don't know. I think it made $500 million gross. Now, what happened is he stole just the skeleton part of it. He's changed the outer layer of the skin. Like, let's see. He changed Henry Witts into Henry Walker. The river into a lake. She cuts out your tongue instead of choking you. Instead of a baby, it was a puppet baby. Still my story. And wherever in history did you hear ever of an old woman kidnapping a kid? Ever. Nowhere. Just that alone. She kidnaps a kid for making fun of her baby, which was connected to her hands that she burnt off. That she supernaturally got back before she died. In the movie, he made fun of her baby and her ventriloquist act. She lost her voice in the act and got her voice back supernaturally because she spoke in two voices at one time. She spoke as Billy and the old lady all at one time. In mine, she got her hands back. Henry witnessed this as the kid made fun of her. He witnesses it. She kidnaps the boy, puts him in a secret room below her bedroom window in the movie, in the bedroom wall. She dies. She comes back as a ghost. Then she kills the Kunix family, and Calvin gets the blame, and a detective chases him all over the small town. In the movie, she kills the fiancée, the lady, the girl, the woman, and Jamie gets the blame for it, and the detective chases them all over town. Same thing. The old lady kills, and the 25-year-old light brown-haired main character with light brown beady eyes gets the blame for it, for what the old woman ghost did in both stories. Now she's a ghost. Before she attacks, the lights supernaturally go down every time. In the movie, the sound goes down every time. I got a poem, he has a poem. Shadows of the woods, the image of a troll, her pale hands collect in a forest of the soul. Beware the stare, Mary Shaw, she had no children, only a doll. I mean, he just stole my story. James Wan is part of the gang stalking, that's why. And you think, why would a director? Because he's a hybrid. That's why. They hurt my daughter, and the daughter was the baby in the movie. So when you see that little puppet, the baby that she protects in the movie, that represents my daughter. That they hurt. The gang stalkers hurt my daughter. They hurt my daughter. San Diego police were involved. They covered it up. They stole my story. They've gang stalked me. They put DARPA equipment in my apartment. DARPA shit that has no business being in a civilian's house. The military, U.S. military, they're out of control. If we were going to go to war, we would have to gather up all the good folks that are in the military that are left and go to war with the bad people in the military. They got the DARPA, but you get all the good folks out, that's 70% of the military, 70% of the good colonels, and we need to go to war with the bad military. There's going to be a civil war. That's what the war is really going to be about. The black program, the bad military versus the good military that's left. There's way more of the good than there are the bad, but the bad are getting away with what they're doing because they're hiding behind the good. You got women on YouTube crying because they're being gang stalked. This is like ridiculous. These criminals gotta go away for what they've done. James Wan, writer of Dead Silence, stole my story and made a motion picture out of it. Universal Pictures covered it up. I just told you the story. Go watch the movie. It's the same story. You're never going to find the story anywhere until I wrote this story in 2005. Someone thumbed me down, but that's the facts. You're not going to find it. If you can find it anywhere before 2005, let me know. An old woman kidnaps a boy for making fun of her, puts him in a secret room in her bedroom, becomes a ghost. Every time she attacks, the light supernatural go down. She kills the parents. She kills the parents of Calvin, and he becomes a suspect in their death by a detective in a small town. That's the same story. When you're afraid, she chokes you, and the lights go down every time before she attacks. In the movie, sound goes down before she attacks, and if you scream, she cuts out your tongue. Same story.